Hey Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing love readings. Okay, so I'll be looking at firstly your energy, some sort of what's coming in energy, as well as your person's energy. So whether this is a past person, a present person, or a future person that you may not have even met yet, we'll be looking at that energy as well. I will let everyone know that if you do leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. So make sure you like and subscribe, guys. I really do appreciate all your support. But today we're going to be using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. I also have here with me the Voice of the Souls Oracle and those beautiful heart-shaped lovers oracle as well. Okay, so getting straight on into it for you there, Taurus. Firstly, we're going to have a bit of a look at your energy towards love. Okay, Taurus. Taurus's energy towards love, please. Okay, so you've got some things sort of under the microscope at the moment, Taurus. This is the magnifying glass. So magnifying glass, microscope, same sort of energy there. They're both sort of, looking closer at something. So we're really looking closely at love at the moment, Taurus. What we do have also is the lilies. So that does sort of let us know that you are really looking really closely at the way that you form emotional intimacy with people, the current relationships that you do have that are around that emotional intimacy rather than physical connections. Sometimes it can talk about more platonic connections that you're just sort of very emotionally connected to. But when it comes to a love reading, we are looking at a connection where it is very sort of emotionally connected. It's not just that physical bond. There's a lot more under the surface to that connection. Someone that you can sort of open up to, express your feelings to, and vice versa. And you can sort of, take their feelings and as well. It's very sort of, you're able to talk with this person on a much deeper level. So whether this is someone that has actually, or come into your life, you are just sort of looking at those aspects of relationships within your life, within your sort of realm there. And we do also see with the lily, it does suggest longevity, long term. So really sort of putting that under the microscope. And I feel for you, Taurus, sort of looking closely at what it is that you want long term on an emotional level. Okay, you've probably got the physical bases all covered. You know exactly what you want, on a physical level. You want that passion and whatnot between the two of you. But it's really looking at the emotional side of connections that you're wanting to embrace in the long term. So you may be sort of looking at certain relationships. Some of you may be looking at certain relationships and sort of realizing they're not meeting your standards when it comes to, the emotional connection, the intimacy that you have with this person on that level. Whereas others of you are sort of looking at that under that microscope. They're looking quite closely at those relationships and realizing that, I want this emotional component. I want this to be something long lasting in my life. And even if you don't have anyone at the moment, you are sort of taking those things on board and really sort of looking forward into the future as to what it is that you want on an emotional level, and sort of really sort of looking quite closely at your own desires long term when it comes to having your emotional needs met. Okay, so very positive way to be looking toward love energy at the moment, to be really sort of concerned with the longevity of those connections rather than the short term, and the physical, that they can just sort of get us through a certain point in relationships. But it's that long term. It's that, is this person going to be viable in 10 years from now? Are they going to be a great addition to my life 30 years from now, 40 years from now? Rather than just right here now kind of energy. So very positive for you to be in that sort of a mindset, Taurus. Okay, so I'll swap to the voice of the Soul's Oracle, and we'll see if there's anything wanting to come out that you need to be aware of at this time. Obviously, with the love readings, pretty timeless. It's pretty much whenever you're watching this video, okay, Taurus? So what does Taurus need to know about love, please? What does Taurus need to know about love? Ooh, pretty straightforward message here, Taurus. I have drawn reunion and then soon. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward that there's going to be some sort of a reunion happening soon for you within the love realm. I am vibing that for some of you, once again, I'm getting this interesting aspect with your energy today, Taurus, that this may not actually be, romantic love that we're strictly looking at today. We may be sort of looking at all sorts of aspects within love around you. So I feel that for some of you, this is actually a reunion with like a long lost friend or family member, those sorts of things. So, it definitely could be the case for a couple of you that this is, more along the platonic lines of love. There's someone that you hold dearly, but maybe not romantically, okay, but for the rest of you, that would obviously be, romantically an ex-partner, or it doesn't necessarily have to be someone that you were even linked with initially with love. It may just be someone who, at the time that didn't happen, and then now they're coming back for some sort of reunion with you, Taurus. Like I said, that's pretty straightforward. So, I'm going to sort of peg that one as, that's something coming through relatively soon. It does feel quite soon. I'm already getting the intuition that in the next lot of cards that we're getting, we probably will see something showing a bit of timing coming through. But soon, that's soon, right? So I am sort of feeling that for majority of you, this is happening within the next month. All right, so it's like soon. It's not soon as in this year. It's soon as in like in the next month sometime. And with all the retrogrades going on at the moment, it kind of doesn't surprise me at all. We do usually find, things coming back around during the retrogrades as well. So very interesting. So, we'll be leaving the peak of retrogrades, I believe. The Venus retrograde ends at the start of September, and then the Mercury retrograde should be ending sort of middle of September. So I would dare say that this will be happening before then. Okay, so yeah, like within the next month, sometime there. All right, very interesting. So we'll see if anything else wants to come out in regard to that reunion. But we'll sort of look now at what's going on in the near future for you, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, with love in the near future, please. I feel like I'm going to limit this near future to the next month as well, all right? So what's happening for Taurus within this next month, please, with love? Yeah, so we're definitely seeing some short-term things happening. It's a very good fortune card, this clover card there. It's like that pick a four-leaf clover and you'll have good luck. So there is some good luck surrounding you, good fortune around you at this time. It gives you that opportunity to sort of take a bit of a risk as well. But usually with this particular deck, there is sort of two cards of risk that do come through, and this one is more about chances and what are the odds of that things happening around you that it may seem like what's the odds of that happening kind of thing, but it happens at the moment with this card around you, whereas it's the other card where it's more you taking actions towards risk. So this one, it's kind of like there's some sort of risks happening around you at the moment, some chances, maybe those unlikely chances, those things that you didn't think would be possible. They are definitely possible at the moment with the clover there. But all in all, I'm just feeling that we're sort of looking at, for the short term, there's some really good sort of luck lucky, fortunate energy around you. So it's kind of that vibe of, walking down the street and you don't normally walk that way, but you walk that particular way today, and, it's worth your effort because you find $100 on the side of the road. Those sorts of things, all those sorts of things are going to be happening to you at the moment. I feel, Taurus. So, if you do feel guided to walk down a different street, go ahead and do that. There's obviously a reason that your intuition is telling you to do these things at the moment. So it's those, what are the odds of running into somebody that I haven't seen in years? What are the odds of that happening? And then it happens. That's kind of that energy there. And then we do have the child, and that's actually followed by the hedge maze card. So this is another extra card to, well, not an that magnifying glass was an extra card to this particular deck. And this is another one that is a little bit extra to this extended deck, which is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. It is the extended edition, so we do have a few extra cards coming through in this, and this is the hedge maze. So it really does talk about not being sure which direction to take, but I'm feeling that with the child there's a lot less confusion about this maze. It's more like an exciting puzzle that you've got to work out, Taurus. So what's coming up for you in love is some sort of, I want to say the word conundrum, a puzzling conundrum, something that will really, especially with that clover there as well, it really feels like some sort of puzzle that you've got to work it out, and you'll have like, oh, I'm getting the vibe of, like hide and seek kind of energy, like Easter egg hunt type of energy. You can kind of imagine if an Easter egg hunt was held in a maze like this, it would take all the kids forever to find their eggs, wouldn't it? But it's that sort of a vibe. Like it's some sort of, with the child there, the child does really lean to, having that adventurous spirit and embracing your inner child, and, chasing dreams kind of vibe, being very innocent in the way that you're experiencing things. And you can kind of see here this child looking at this beautiful light with all the toys and games, and some of these are, like little puzzle pieces and whatnot as well. So it's really like you looking at this like it's this challenge, this puzzle that you need to figure out. So you may have some really odd things happening around you, but it's kind of like, this puzzle, and you're getting all these little clues, but they don't make any sense. But once you actually sit there and puzzle it all out, they will sort of all lead back to, maybe one specific person or one specific place that you need to be at, or things like that. So it's really, using your intuition to puzzle out these weird little things that you keep noticing in the next few weeks. Okay, Taurus. So that one's up to you. This one's completely up to you to sort of work this puzzle out. It's put it in your hands, and it's telling you to, take the chance to work on this puzzle, because it's, at the center, it's going to lead you to something very interesting that I feel it's very positive. It's like a brand new adventure, and it's part of that whole kind of the vibe of, part of the fun is the chase. When it comes to like love, that whole vibe of, part of the fun is dating, and that meeting someone and getting to find out all their little intricacies when you first meet somebody. And it's that sort of a vibe, like I've got to puzzle this person out. I've got to work out, how does this piece fit into that? And that this person seems a bit like a conundrum. So very interesting, very, very interesting. But I am really, really feeling that there's going to be some weird stuff happening around you, Taurus, and it's going to be just weird things like that. Like I said, you're going to walk down a different street to normal, and that's going to lead you to one of your puzzle pieces, and then you'll run into somebody at the shop, and they'll say something, and that's one of your other puzzle pieces, and somehow it's all connected. Even if the people or the places have nothing to do with each other, they're all connected to one thing, and you need to work out what that one thing is. And that's a huge, big, it's following the clues, Taurus. There's going to be clues, and you're going to sort of, I feel like, okay, in the next few weeks, if you You know, if something weird, not weird, but like just odd, out of the normal, happens, or you see something just a little bit out of the normal that you just like double look at something and you question, what is that all about? Or why that's weird for me to see that person at this time, or those sorts of things. You know, even if you have to sit there and list them all out and find the common thread between all those things happening, it's a puzzle for you, Taurus. So there you go. It may have something to do with this reunion. So if these little clues are linking you to a person, you know, I would be expecting to, you know, hear from that person or see that person relatively soon. But I'm feeling that for some of you, it's a place. Okay, and the answer will be a place that you need to go to. All right. So if you've been thinking in the back of your head about going to a certain event or a certain place, and then you keep seeing all these little clues that all link back to that same thing, go. Okay, it's important that you go this month. All right, Taurus. And like I said, I have limited that to this month. All right, so it's not the never-ending puzzle. All right, hopefully, you know, I would feel that by the end of a month from now that you would have worked that out, or and even if you don't work it out, you know, within your head, something a month from now will happen and you'll be like, that's how they all connect. All right. So you're going to get the answer one way or another, Taurus. But I feel like part of it's the thrill of the chase. The sitting there and working out the puzzle is going to be part of the fun for you, Taurus. So interesting. Let me know in the comments, guys. I'm so intrigued to hear about this little scavenger hunt that you guys are going to be on this month. It's so interesting. I've never gotten a message like that before, to send people on a scavenger hunt. That's crazy. I love it. Okay. Wow. And the energy is like just really like fun and vibrant, and you know, it's perked me right on up. So, you know, I'm feeling excited about this. So, you know, you should too, Taurus. It's exciting. All right, so we'll have a look at your person. Like I said at the start there, this may be a past person. This may be someone currently in your energy, or this may even be someone that you may not have even met as of yet, but we'll see what wants to come out. Okay, Taurus. Taurus and your person. This person's energy towards our Taurus, please. Definitely a past person, Taurus. All right, I do have the tree, the ship, and the mice. Okay, so I do know it's a past energy from this mice card. Okay, the mouse card does talk about things that have been lost in the past and things that have been sort of eating away at someone. So in this person's energy, it's kind of like something has been eating away at this person. You know, feeling as though they've lost you from their life has been sort of eating away at them. I feel as though this, for a lot of you, this is someone that you're not in contact with. So this definitely could be that reunion soon that we did see there. But you know, they feel as though they lost you. They feel as though, you know, some of them feel as though you were like taken from them or stolen from them, which is a weird kind of energy. It's like a theft energy, something, you know, maybe they feel as though someone stole you from under their nose. It's a weird vibe. It's like I'm getting that kind of high school energy, like, oh, you stole my boyfriend. So it's kind of a little bit like that energy. And it's just kind of like, you know, it's been eating away at them. Something that's happened in the past has been eating away at them. And we kind of see here with this tree and this ship that, you know, I feel as though a lot of time might have passed. So this may actually be a very, you know, a long distance between, you know, now and this past person, you know, because they're kind of coming in saying, I have grown so much. Look at me. I'm this huge, tall, mature tree now. You know, when we first, you know, when I lost you, I was just this small little mouse, this little sapling running around the roots. And now I'm grown into this full-blown tree. You know, it's a very kind of interesting thing, but because there's part of it, I feel like the ship here is, it's usually pretty quick too, this ship energy. So we are looking once again at something within the next sort of month. This ship is like someone on their way to you. They may be physically traveling a distance to come towards you, but this is someone coming towards you, I feel. And with that tree, some of these people in your energy, Taurus, there's, for some of you, there's this person is kind of like, they're going to show up and be like, look how much I've grown. I've changed a lot. I've changed a lot. And that's going to be their big emphasis on, I've changed a lot and I really wanted to come and talk to you about this. It's been eating away at me that, we ended things badly, or whatever the situation is, but it's been eating away at me and I can't, I keep thinking about this and I keep thinking about that. And, I just don't want to feel like I've lost you from my life altogether, kind of a vibe for majority of you with that mouse card. Some of you, it is a little bit of an immature energy, being like, I just wanted you to see, how much I've grown and how, how good I'm doing with my life now. Um, but really it's not because they want you to, see how much they've grown. It's because of this mouse energy that it's been eating away at them. And I feel like for a lot of them, it's their behavior in the past has been eating away at them, because they were like, I am getting this vibe that in the past they were very sort of immature and, didn't know how to deal with things maturely. And so that's why they're now coming in saying, I can now deal with things maturely and I wanted to come. And, it may even be an outright apology for the past here. But they're coming in pretty quickly with that ship energy. And it's kind of like, I want to start a brand new, I want to start over with you. I want to start brand new, with you. I feel a few of them are definitely going to be traveling at a distance to, come towards you. So, I am getting that for some of you. This may even be like, oh, I've been overseas for 10 years and now I've finally come back home, and the first thing I wanted to do was come and see you and show you, see how much you've grown and whatever. So once again, for some of you as well, I am getting that vibe that for some of you this is a family or friend, from the past, that, because it's an odd comment to get, that I just wanted to see how much you've grown as well. So, that to me vibes of a family member that you haven't seen for a very long time. So, it's definitely possible that for some of you, this person that you're connected to is actually, we're looking at a platonic love connection. So there's still like a lot of, love between the two of you, or whatnot, or there was a lot of love between the two of you, but for some of you, this is not actually a romantic love situation, but I am feeling that for others of you, this may be someone who's just kind of wanting to show off all their assets, so to speak. It's kind of like they're coming in from the past and wanting to just show you, look at my vibrant tree, look at all the things I've amassed since we've seen each other, and and using that as kind of like a cover to, because you can kind of imagine mice, they're going to run around the bottom of the tree, they're going to run around the trunk and hide in amongst the tree, and it's like a hiding spot for all this energy. All right, so the tree is going to hide a lot of this energy, and the tree is all about self, right? So it's talking about their self growth, and even for some of them, this is their level of wisdom, their level of knowledge, and they're coming in saying, oh, I've been to school, I've finished school, I'm well educated person now, and I know better, and I'm all mature. I'm getting it a little bit sarcastically here, I am sorry, but it may be, I'm not seeing a clear outcome there, but I will grab another oracle on that one. This person's energy towards Taurus, please. Yeah, so I'm getting the children card. Okay, so once again, that's vibing of, this once again, maybe if someone connected to the family, they may want to come and say, oh, I wanted to see how much you've grown, I wanted to see how much your kids have grown, and whatnot, those sorts of things. But for others of you, this is just referencing that immaturity from the past. Oh, we were only children. We were too young back then. All those sorts of things that this person may be saying. All right. So it could be referencing actual children, if this is a family or a friend from the past. But, if it is a love connection, like romantic love connection, this is their immaturity from the past, and they're wanting to show you that I'm not that immature anymore. We were too young. We were just, young and whatever when we met, and now I'm grown and mature. All right. So it's not really sort of showing us what's going on after that reunion, but it's kind of just you know showing a little bit more about deeper of what their energy is all about. But I'll grab some of the lovers oracle for you, but I'm just having a look here. I don't actually want to grab that from that person's energy. In most of the readings I'm doing, I am grabbing from that person's energy, but I want to grab these ones for you for that mystery, that puzzle, and that's something that's coming in with love. And I want to I want to change it to romantic love for you specifically for these cards. Okay, we're going to look at near future romantic love for Taurus, please. Near future romantic love for Taurus. Near future romantic love for our Taurus, please. Okay, I've got to find that one. They always fly into the most impossible spots. Okay, so we do have this one that sort of flew off like a crazy person. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Okay, so um, even though I specifically asked for romantic love, I did get this person's energy coming through. So yeah, for some of you, this is a romantic love coming back around. It's just maybe that's part of the puzzle, guys. Um, but yeah, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. A lot of the times when I do see this card as well, I do sort of relate that back to your individuality as well. So, criticizing yourself will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept yourself as you are, and your relationship with yourself will magically transform. So, I feel as though that might be how that one is supposed to be read for you as well, Taurus. But yeah, this is definitely talking about this particular card here is definitely talking about this energy that we were just talking about, your person's energy. And it does say new beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Okay, so I am getting that it's connected to that person's energy. But I have drawn it over that adventure, that puzzle. So for some of you that may just be that puzzle that you've got to work out, and it's like a new adventure. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. It's a new beginning for you, hidden in this puzzle, all right? But for others of you, where that is you may possibly have a new beginning with this person coming back from the past. It obviously, the way that things I'm not, it was coming through quite sarcastically, but I feel as though that might just be you, Taurus, when you first see this person and you kind of like, oh yeah, right, okay, I believe you. But it does have the potential for a new beginning if that's what you want. Obviously, free will always exists. So, this is just the energy there. So, you can always choose to not accept that energy if that's how you want to go from there, depending on, who it is and what happens exactly and how they do actually come across. Do they maybe by then that energy of, oh, I just want to show Taurus how much I've grown. They might have grown past that energy once again and realize that's not quite right. But that's what I have for you today, Taurus. Leave me a comment when you start your scavenger hunt and let me know. But hopefully that does resonate for you. If not, you're more than welcome to check other placements. But hopefully I'll see you all again soon.